since I ain't talked about Bris in a minute, I thought I'd share something with y'all. See, back in 2016, when I got out the joint, out the pen and shit, June used to stay off of Northgate. They would call that Point in Thomas area on that side of Northgate, closer to the freeway and them houses back there. So that's where June stayed. That's where he had his studio. That's where everybody used to be, from the Bay niggas to Mozzy and that whole camp, Shooter Gang. And that's where they used to go record at. Sally Brew, all them niggas. But June hit me and I went over there. And I think this was my first time over there. And I seen Bris and Mac J. Like I only knew of Mac J because when I was in prison, I used to see the homies with his true story shit. It's like 2000 and maybe 14, around the time I started seeing it, when I used to be on the cell phone and shit and like checking out what's going on the streets. 14-ish, mid 14-ish, and upon getting out, 15, and like I said, 16 is when I got out, early January, like New Year's type shit. So when I got out, you know, cause on New Year's I went to Fresno. I went to Fresno for New Year's with June and Lil Blood and all them niggas on the bus, on the tour bus. I mean, on the fucking bus, man. And we was out there, and they had a show, Mozzy and all them niggas. But yeah. So after that, I started going. He called me, and I went to June's house. And it was just hella niggas over there. I'm fresh out. I'm already paranoid. I've been on the yard. I've come home. I'm over here with these niggas. They got the shit popping off. And it's hella niggas, blood. Like, that's the first thing I thought. Like, damn, it's hella niggas over here. But I remember seeing Mac J one day and Bris. But like I said, like I was saying, I knew of Mac J because the homies used to rock the true story shit. They was supporting that. That's why people think he from my hood, but that's not the case, you know? But niggas was fucking with that. That's all the sweaters I used to see was true story and Mozzy sweaters. That's all I seen around that time, 2014-ish, like when Mac J, it's pre-Bris, he wasn't even rapping. I never heard of a song from him until like around the time I got out, like 16. He might have had a couple of songs before that, but I never heard of like his music up until like 16, you know? And that's when he still was just small, you know? He wasn't, nobody really knew who he was around that time. But we used to play football together. Well, he was on a smaller squad, but you know, we was popular. Me, my brother, we was raw, nigga. So niggas knew us, so he knew us. So when I seen him in the studio, he reminded me like, nigga, we used to play football together, woo. Cause I'm fresh up, you feel me? This is just hella niggas in the house in the studio. I don't know, bro. He ain't in there rapping really. He there really on behalf of Mac J type shit. And yeah, so he was, nigga, yeah, we used to play football together. Well, he looked familiar, but, you know, I ain't, if he wasn't on my team, I don't really remember him. But yeah, we ended up following each other on Instagram and shit. But as time went by, I was seeing people he was with, and I was like, damn, I remember the people he be with and shit like that. But, yeah, nigga, he was in there. He was in there, Mac J was in there. It was niggas from Mozzy niggas in there. It was some Bay niggas in there. It was all type of niggas, you know? And that just goes to show, you feel me, like, Niggas was cool, you know. Just to let y'all know, for people that's new and people that want to know, want to hear these type of stories like this, you know, everybody was cool once upon a time. It wasn't like people just hated Bris, you know. That Bris and Uzi Marcus shit was some personal shit. That I don't even think it was like no Fruit Ridge. It wasn't at all no Fruit Ridge, Oak Park type shit. You know, maybe because Uzi Marcus from 36 and Bris is from Fruit Ridge. But it wasn't about that, blood. That it wasn't about that, cause he wouldn't have felt comfortable even being in a studio with the niggas from the P if it was any type of smoke. Yeah, them niggas fuck with the Mexicans niggas, cause that's their homies from their hood. It just happened to be set up like that. The hoods they from, the blocks they claim, got Mexicans in it, and they happen to fuck with them tough. So you know, it just by default, it got bigger than them. It got bigger than they just, cause it was some personal shit. It got bigger than that. So that's what you see today. But I'm saying, as far as like true story movement, if you go back and look at all them old videos, it's nothing but manor niggas in them videos wearing true story hoodies and shit like that. That's when it was good. Niggas could wear true story hoodies in the P, and vice versa. You know, niggas could wear mozzy hoodies in Fruit Ridge or anywhere. I mean, outside of where niggas who fuck with each other type shit. You know, and that's pretty much how they probably got engaged with True Story, because they probably thought he was from the hood because he fucked with niggas. But not to mention, like, June's studio was in the north, and that's right across the bridge from the hood. So all the homies used to be over there. June used to hang out with nothing but manor niggas, you know. So that's how niggas even came about, like really even fucking with niggas like that, with a lot of niggas. But it's way before that. But like, as far as this music shit that went on, it was more of that. But like I say, about 2018 is when like is when Bris did a song with Greedy Peas, which a lot of people don't know. Greedy Peas really from Oak Park. His whole family is from Oak Park for the most part. At what time did he move to West Aloma, East Side, Rancho and all that shit? I don't know. But I played football with that nigga too. So I'm pretty sure they knew each other because we played football together, all of us. But he originally came from Oak Park. His name is RC, the nigga Greedy P. That's what I know him by, you know? And when he passed, everybody, his P family was posting, you know, what happened and shit and all that shit. So him coming from West Aloma and them niggas end up being ops to Oak Park and all that type of shit is a whole nother story that I would have to understand myself, because you know, it's I don't know how the nigga even became from there anyway. Matter of fact, I heard he got robbed. Actually, the nigga Greedy Peas allegedly was robbed by Mozzy, and Mozzy himself and some other niggas, and ran that nigga out the trap. This is allegedly, but I heard it from a credible source, you know, type shit. And so he started fucking with the niggas from over there, which he probably already was doing, cause not like, you know, whatever. But yeah, around 2018, him and Bris and Greedy Peas was making songs, and that's when Bris started going up. That's when that shit really started kicking off for him, and them niggas start having niggas from the south over there on their block. So cause that's when I'm like, it's not like I was paying attention to Bris, period. After me seeing him in the studio, I didn't know he was rapping. I didn't really care at all. I used to listen to a little bit of Mac J shit because I had one of his CDs. But I wasn't like engaged with really what they was doing, if they was doing anything out, I mean, other than Mac J. But like Bris, I was late on his shit. I didn't know he had some whole shit going on with Ozzy Marcus. I didn't know none of that shit. I wasn't engaged with what was going on until like damn near right before he died. And we talked right before he died. I was like, damn, I didn't even know he was kicking up all this dust. I didn't know. I was unaware of all this shit. But yeah, nigga. So that's what happened. Cause I'm like, so I'm asking the homies, I'm like, damn, niggas don't fuck with the true story shit no more. Bris and them niggas, he like, nah. Cause like I said, I'm unaware of all this shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why niggas don't like niggas and all that shit. Yeah. So they like, nah, them niggas fuck with suckers and all that shit. So I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, they fuck with, these niggas and that niggas. And I'm like, damn, I'm like, okay, I guess, like, I guess, blood. But, Mac J was forced to go with what Bris was doing, because Bris started popping off, and that's his family or whatever. So he was forced to move along with whatever, right or wrong, type shit. Right or wrong, I'm rocking with you, nigga. That's who you fucking with. All right, we doing this. It is what it is. Cause it ain't like he funk with my homies because he ain't from there, but he got ties to it. So niggas ain't tripping on, bro. He ain't gonna have no problems with niggas and all that type of shit. He might not like certain things I said, which was not disrespectful at all, but just for it to be out there or whatever, cause I know a lot of shit, but that don't matter, But yeah, man, that's this is gonna be a part one. This is long as hell though, but this is gonna be a part one. I was just thinking about some shit, just some memories of Bris, just putting it out there. A lot of shit that people don't know. Or people know, there's certain things that people know, but because I said it before, but just up to date. You know what I mean?